I will say.
All right, you TLEV fans, let me hear you howl!
You're tuned in to the TLEV Show on Classical FM, a scholarly news debate with your colleagues.
Oh, come on, man, it's the fun stuff, the nerd news. So grab a popcorn and a
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the TLEV Show, where a group of us nerds debate the special legends and pop culture. I'm Thomas, and of course today we have the daddy that is the zaddy, and we also have Mr. E, and apparently we have the Try Not to Get Scared Challenge champion, donning the fiend himself. Gentlemen, happy to see you all. I don't think the fiend is doing well on Zoom. I think something's happening, but it was Mr. Anthony Zaragoza the whole time.
Wait, it's a mask?
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
Something new, man. Maybe something scarier. Who knows?
Oh. Are you gonna pull like an Ultron and be like, what doesn't kill you, and then like boom, makes you stronger?
No, I'm not gonna rip this mask because I can't do that.
No, I meant like kill yourself, like rip yourself apart.
That could be fun if I could
mask.
figure out the CGI. That'd be really fun.
I mean, get the Marvel budget. Speaking of Marvel, we will be talking some Marvel today. We'll be talking some DC today. We'll also be talking some theme park and HHN speculations. I said that in front. Is that a ghost? That was
Oh wait, you say HHN speculation?
Nah, dog. If you're gonna talk speculation, you gotta throw it back a few years to that HHN preparation, man.
HHN preparation.
There we go. Oh yeah, where I was like, oh, I loved those days. I loved those days.
Those good old shirts and whatnot.
But a quick little housekeeping for everyone. So next week we will be a regular Sunday show. And then the following 2 weeks will be Saturday shows. And on the last Saturday, which will be April 10th, we're going to have a little New York special for all of you. But we'll save it. We'll save it.
I didn't know what he was talking about for a second, but then it clicked in my head. So
Yes. So
I still don't know what he's talking about.
I'll tell you after the show, right? I got you.
Right.
Well, let's talk some theme park news, right? Why don't we start with some announcements came out this week, guys. Do you guys remember what happened?
Oh yeah, Adventure City down the street from Knott's is opening up.
Oh, nice. Oh.
I was just
What's Adventure City? What is that?
it's a small little like theme park. Like
what about what you call it?
I was just kidding, by the way. I don't know if it's opening up or not.
Medieval Times, is that still open?
Dude, let's go, Sway. Let's get a freaking let's bet on a freaking let's do it.
And was it the pirate show? What is that one called?
Pirates Adventure.
Pirates I thought it was Pirates Cove.
Pirates Cove? No, Pirates Cove is an actual place.
Like
Pirates Cove is an actual place.
Pirates 101. That was a game.
Guys, theme parks are reopening. Woo! And I think we have to start first with an apology. All right, I will apologize. So I had said a couple of weeks ago on this very podcast, I had said, guys, Six Flags is pulling our leg. It's an early April Fool's joke. Don't believe them. I have to apologize now because it's not. Six Flags Magic Mountain is opening April 1st and April 2nd for its past members, then open for the general public on April 3rd. That's pretty intense.
My theories
That's exciting.
I was saying that Six Flags and Knott's were going to be the first to open because because they were all outdoors. That's why.
That's true.
I was saying that Disneyland was going to be the third and Universal would have been the fourth. So let's see what happens.
I did think Six Flags would be the first because they were one of the first to set out that video of their preparation and what they were putting in for their COVID guidelines.
That's true.
So that's why I was
Six Flags just been wild and just I think they just did it to me.
The freaking old guy from the bus came back and he was like, "Let's do this."
Yo, back from the dead, bro.
He's gonna go around every person in SoCal and just pick them up in the bus and take them to freaking Six Flags.
Yeah,
to get vaccinated and then to ride.
You get vaccinated and then you can get vaccinated at Six.
I thought it was a young guy dressed in an old man suit, and apparently it was an old man.
I thought it was an old man. Hold on.
No, it's a young guy dressed as an old man. If you rewatch the trailers, the prosthetics aren't perfect. The bald cap is not on perfect. But
I had that
it
song on my
happened.
Spotify playlist. So when I'm working, I'm like da, 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 da.
Your eyes just suddenly get like super big. Hell yes.
He's
They're
alive
like,
and
Tony, what are
well.
you doing?
He lives in British. He's 45
Breaks
now.
dancing in the hallways. Da,
There
da,
we
da,
go.
da, 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 da.
Yeah,
But
no,
yes.
I'm excited.
But
Yeah.
Tony, you were wrong. You were
Ooh.
wrong. I hope you know you were wrong.
What was I
Because
wrong
the
about?
second park is not Knott's.
I know.
It's Disneyland.
Well, hold on.
April.
Hold on.
Oh.
Knott's could still announce something.
Yeah, Knott's could be
No,
like
they said yes,
we're
they
going
did. They
April
said May.
29th.
They said May. They said
We're
May.
opening April 29th. So we can
They said early May. Disneyland has said that it is opening April 30th. And
Well, I know
Wow.
why they're doing. Well, Knott's is doing their tasting event until May, so they're gonna let that ride.
Oh.
and Disney's doing their touch of Disney until
Like mid-April.
yeah, it's like April 20th, I believe.
So, I mean,
it's
that
like-
makes sense. Obviously,
Wait.
like
Because
they want to. Knott's wants to
Mhm,
give everyone the opportunity to check out the Taste of Boysenberry before they.
Mm.
Because I think it'd be
So-
kind of a messed up move for them to just be like, "Hey, we're opening, by the way," and then they're still doing their tasting event, and then the people who got tickets to do the tasting event, and then what if they have to do like a separate ticket just to ride the rides? You know, so it's like,
Mm.
Yeah.
I
like
see
we
what
said
you
last
mean.
week. Yeah. Go
Oh,
watch
Scott.
last week's episode where we dived in on all that. But yeah,
So,
Go for
so
it,
Scott's actually in the chat right now, and he says California
Scott.
America is opening May 22nd, so I can see Knott's opening around that time.
all right, May
Ooh.
22nd. Hey, that's an awesome.
That is
You know what?
secret
It could be
park.
May 21st. That would be even better. So, theme parks, we love that.
Yeah.
We love the theme parks. How
How difficult do you guys think it's going to be to get a Disneyland ticket?
I mean, you saw the touch.
How much
of
time do
Disney,
you have?
right?
you see how the touch of Disney went?
You
Jesus.
saw how Disney tried to touch us, right? And it didn't go.
Oh.
okay, well,
Oh.
hold on. You need to probably reword that one.
Yeah, phrasing. Sorry. The touch
So
of
I'm the
Disney
doll. Show me where Disney touched you.
in the heart. And
Yeah.
so,
Podcast's gonna end up on the 5:00 news now.
hey, make sure to like and comment and subscribe. While
Well,
you're
Disney-
watching.
Has Disney ever
TLEV,
sued a
so.
podcast? Can we be the first?
That would be amazing.
That would
Hey,
suck. We would be
I'm
nothing
ready.
anymore.
Let's talk some intellectual property.
Ah.
I'm ready. I was actually reading.
Oh, no, no,
for this
no.
podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be incredibly hard.
I think
Especially
it'd be
since
harder than Galaxy's Edge.
I think you're right.
Galaxy
Harder than-
Galaxy's Edge. It was not really. I mean, that was a different. I mean, you can't compare the two. I mean,
The Disney touching was a lot harder to get. than
Really?
Galaxy's
it seemed
Edge,
like,
yeah.
and honestly, for me, it seemed
This
like
is
the touch of Disney was as hard as getting a freaking ticket to San Diego Comic-Con.
No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. All right. Okay.
yeah. That's gonna be fun.
I've never done the Comic-Con, but Galaxy's Edge, like I remember I had just pulled an all-nighter. I had just finished a midterm, which I ended up getting an A in.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then I raced over
Wow.
to my apartment in Riverside, and I was just waiting. I was blasting A New Hope in the background, and I was just like waiting.
My favorite Star Wars.
As-
film.
You got a new hope.
I
Yeah.
think I was at work.
Hope was on your
when-
side.
when tickets went on sale.
You and Joe were at work because you were texting me that you guys were using your iPads trying to get it, and
Yeah.
I just
who
waited
got you
till they were
opening
done with the
day?
reservations, and then I just went like the first day, and it was
Yeah.
empty. It
I
really
went
was.
like 3 or 4 times in the months of them opening.
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially this is 15% capacity, so and a lot more than 15% capacity will be on the Disney website.
Well, so I know some of the friends of the channel, like Dustin from Mice
Theme Park
Chat,
Shark?
or
Oh.
Dustin from Theme Park Shark, Dusty from Mice Chat, and Dylan from Theme Park Obsession. They've all brought up how, like, if we're thinking, hopefully, if we're going to, like, what if it goes from red tier to orange tier? Okay, then we're at 25% capacity. If it goes maybe to even yellow tier, then that's 35% capacity. Whoa. So
before opening day.
Yes, Gavin's
okay.
going crazy right now. He wants everybody to go back to work, go back to school. Maybe they want people to go to the
Disney's like Gavin.
Gavin.
Here.
I don't think it's necessarily Gavin saying that. I think it.
Say it how you always say it.
I think we've bullied Gavin Newsom.
He's been bullied.
Yeah, I think he got bullied.
He's been bullied.
Yes, well,
he's so scared.
Wait, how do I usually say it?
Gavin Newsom.
Does he?
Pick Your Brain podcast. Everybody, go check out the Pick Your Brain podcast. That's what I say. Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be a little nice on me, but by April 1st, when we'll be at Six Flags, I'll be fully vaccinated. So
hey,
I will be.
I hope you don't get like super sick, because usually I heard the second one is where people get super sick.
Well, Tuesday I get the second. So Wednesday I will be.
Live
out, bro.
Story it. Live Insta story.
Do you know what that means? You know what that means?
What does that mean, Josue?
It means you'll be able to scream on a roller coaster. Everybody else is not vaccinated. They cannot scream.
I'm like, no. I pull out my little card.
I want to tell
my
you
immunization card. Guess what? I can.
An old song by Judas Priest. It's called "Breaking the Law."
Like my picture, my photo op is me with the immunization card. I'm like, that's why I can scream.
First day, all the Disney vloggers are gonna have their cameras out screaming, and then Tim's gonna have his card screaming.
Prove the point.
There's a rumor out there that, so you guys heard about that thing, how they're saying like, please don't scream on roller coasters.
Yeah,
there's more to it than that though.
Yeah, so I've been hearing this rumor that they're actually gonna have trained snipers following the train cars as they go along. If you open your mouth to scream, you know what I'm saying?
Like, can't even breathe.
No, you know, like in Incredicoaster with all the Jack-Jacks, they're gonna have like darts and they're just gonna shoot out at you.
It's gonna be like Indiana Jones Adventure, dude.
You know, like in the Scream ride when it used to be like and scream or whatever. Now it's gonna be like don't scream.
However, that would be a fun idea for a video. Can we go through an entire day at Disneyland without screaming?
I like that.
That's possible. I can do it. That's ours. Could you do Six Flags though without screaming?
I don't fit on anything.
Stay tuned, April 1st.
Same. Oh wait, no, I fit in a.
You were doing you did West Coast Racers. You're the only one.
The only one who did West Coast.
Yeah. not to toot my own horn.
Wow, our shoulders would be nice and warm with all the love we're giving them. Last little bit of theme park that we have, Universal Studios Japan. That's why you might want to put your mustache back on for this one. Universal Studios Japan has officially opened its Super Nintendo World. Whee!
Yeah, woo! That's cool.
Yahoo! It's me. Hold on, I gotta get an authentic accent.
I mean, there's actually.
It's me, Mario, from the hit video game series Super Mario Brothers. My land just opened up.
Did you like smoke?
How does Luigi sound like?
That or?
Hey Mario, it's me, Luigi, your brother from the hit TV show from the hit movie The Super Mario Brothers, played by John Leguizamo.
It was a dark era for video game movies. Okay,
it was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
They had a farm.
You don't want to hear what Peach sounds like.
Tell me how Peach sounds. How does Peach sound?
Oh, damn it.
We're seeing Peach right now. So how does Peach sound?
Hey Mario and Luigi, it's me, Peach, from the hit.
What did they all smoke like 20 packs of cigarettes before they started talking? Or
it's not easy out there, dude. It's not easy.
It's not easy when you're with Bowser. All right.
No, it's not.
All the smoke from Bowser's castle from the lava.
Absolutely.
You're like, what?
Exactly what it is.
What did they say?
The pollution in the air, man.
Chocolate. Not chocolate.
But we're still talking about Universal. So why don't we talk about some of the changes to Universal Studios Hollywood? You went to go do something yesterday, didn't you?
I did. I went to do a little.
Got a popcorn bag.
Is that why you brought the popcorn home? Is it just for this baby?
No, actually, I brought it for the debate because this is some really good popcorn. But
damn it! I didn't make any.
But no, I went to the Universal Cinema, brought to you by AMC. That was fun. That was awesome. It was great to be back in the theaters.
Are you saying that the movie theaters are open again?
Ladies and gentlemen, movie theaters are back, baby. They opened up on Friday, and I went on Saturday. So,
How was the crowd? Tell us.
I went to a 10:30 p.m. showing just to make sure not to have a major crowd, and that was a great idea because guess what? City Walk was closed, so everyone was already leaving or has left City Walk while we were going in. So during your little thermometer, your little check and stuff like that, they ask you why you here. And you're like, boom, here's my movie ticket, and then that's how you get
Rude,
in.
man.
Yeah, they're like, why are you here?
Why are you here? Be like, why are you here?
And then they'll be like, let me see your, let me see the tickets. And I'm like, all right. So you get in, right? You walk in, and of course you don't get any little ticket stubs. You have your QR code. Beep. There's a guy right there. You beep it to the guy, and then now the
hey, dude, beep.
beep. Now here's the thing with the movie theaters. Movie tickets sell out quick. They sell out quick. I went to see Freaky. It's sold out. That movie's been out.
Planning on watching Godzilla versus Kong, you need to buy tickets as soon as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Not right now. You're watching the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Open another tab. Keep this on. Buy your tickets.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Right now, all the movies they're showing are the ones that are either already out or going to be on the streaming services. So we decided, Missy and I decided to get some popcorn and some ices, of course. And so they're doing 6 feet apart right now. So they have the little tickets, or not tickets, the little tape on the floor. People follow it, which is awesome. It takes a while, though. It takes a while. So if you're planning on getting some popcorn and an icy, because there's 2 separate areas you got to go, at least for Universal Cinema. Mm-hmm. And it takes a good 30 minutes to do it all. 30 minutes. And it wasn't even packed of people. Listen. It could be because it was their second day and they seemed like they were low on staff, because when we went to get ices, there's a whole different area that you go for drinks, but you can't touch anything. So you show, hey, I just bought ices. They're like, okay, let us fill it up. So they grab cups and they fill it up for you. But it was only one guy working it, so it was slow. Then another guy came in and helped. Now going into the theater, each theater, and AMC is pretty big. Cinema. We went into the 12th one, the 12th theater. So I don't know if that's one of their big ones or not. I don't think it is. There was us, and I think all they could probably fit in there was like, I'd say 20 people. 20 people max. 20 people max is how many they can fit in the theater. And so, but it's very spaced out really well. That's cool. I mean, Missy and I had. It was 2 seats. It's all by twos. It's by twos for every seating, at least for Universal Cinema. So it's 2, gap on the left, gap on the right. Then if there's someone sitting, no, it's even more than just 2 other seats next to you. It's like 3 or 4, at least for us. So but they do the spacing really well. I totally forgot how loud movie theaters are. When I was sitting there. Because I mean, Missy and I used to talking to each other sometimes with movies, like because when we're at home and stuff, and she, like during the commercials, she would like ask me stuff because there was like a Black Widow commercial we'd never seen, and I was like, "What? What are you saying?" And it was like,
"Did you like that trailer?"
I couldn't hear her at all. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is how loud movie theaters are." I totally forgot. But it was a great time. We saw Freaky. I recommend everyone to go watch that movie, Freaky. Vince Vaughn is incredible in that movie because Vince Vaughn, he plays a teenage girl at the same time as playing a serial killer. Awesome. And I don't remember the main actress's name, but she does very well as being a serial killer.
She's going to be the next
Catherine something.
She's going to be the next Cassie.
Cassie, what's that?
Her name,
Ant-Man's
Cassie Lang.
Oh, okay.
Got recasted, and I think I mean, as much as I would have loved to see
her name is Catherine Newton.
I'm kind of excited for this.
Yeah.
One.
I was gonna say Newton.
Yeah. So, but that was a lot of fun. If you are ready to go out there, I know that Universal Cinema, they do it very well, just like how they've been doing City Walk. And Josue, how do they do for Taste of Universal, keeping guidelines wise? Pretty good.
everybody stayed 6 feet apart.
Yeah,
Places were
so
clean.
Universal is doing really well. Other rules with the mask is like if you're eating and drinking, you can take it off. After that, put it back on.
How's it enforced, or is it just like
I was gonna say, how do they enforce that?
It's not really enforced. There wasn't someone walking around to go down the rows and be like, "Hey, are you wearing it?" But I was looking around, and a lot of people are. I mean, at least in my experience, everyone was super respectful of the rules.
That's good.
And so
Alamo Draft House, man, if they catch you without a mask, they like give you a warning, and then if you don't do it again, they kick you out unless you're eating.
Really? Wow.
That was the one I went out in Arizona, and I was like,
that's
like there was only like me and Sammy, and then like some other person on the very top.
Yeah.
I've actually heard, Tim, that in the AMC they're actually using infrared turrets. So if they see you pull down your mask, and if they don't register a drink or popcorn, so
and they pause the movie
Right,
at the same time, or no?
yeah.
They pause the
SWAT
movie.
team just rushes in and they're just like,
Move,
put your mask
move.
back on. Put your mask back on.
Yeah. So I enjoyed my experience. I did.
Yeah, I just reinstated my AMC A list, so I'm glad they're still doing that.
They are the stubs and stuff like that. Yeah, AMC stubs.
Yeah.
They're still doing
Well, I did
that.
the A list. So it was like 3 movies a
Oh,
week.
okay.
And
What's up with
haven't started
Movie
that.
Pass?
It doesn't exist anymore.
Movie
Yeah,
Pass
Movie Pass doesn't exist
died.
anymore.
But Movie Pass
didn't
was
work.
like doing something. They had an announcement that they were gonna have like an announcement 4 days.
They
in
figured
4
out
days.
a new system. I don't know.
Did they?
If it
Yeah.
didn't
I
work the
mean-
first time, it's like there was no
I
way
want
of them making
Harkins to
money
do
from
one,
that.
but AMC's good because you get to see in any format, any film.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
I'm
AMC.
Regal Crown Club. That's what I am.
I got.
Are you then? Why'd you betray Regal?
Because I don't think the
Regal's
theater by
open.
mine I don't think is open, and
I don't know,
most
I
Regals
don't know
are
why
closing
Regal's
down.
flagging it.
I
Regal
even
seems-
recognize that one. That's producer. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. Didn't
Wait,
even
what did I
think-
miss?
So,
that's the
Wow.
CMC that in New York City when we were
In New
walking
York.
down. In New
Here
York.
Here comes Thomas.
flexing again.
Yeah, I went to New York, got into Harvard, no problem.
Yeah, I did get into Harvard. No
Did it
problem.
every
It was
week. I do it
super
every week
easy.
now.
The gate was wide open.
You know, the dean of Harvard is my best friend. We have tea on Tuesdays. It works.
There
out.
you go.
It's true. It's true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Anything else about the theme parks, guys?
I'm excited to go back.
I know
Don't go,
Legoland
so-
is opening April 1st too, but
Don't go
really
so that it's
cover
easier for me to
Legoland.
get a ticket.
hey, that works. Yes. Please do us a favor and don't go to Disneyland so we can
Just
go.
watch
to
our
Disneyland.
video instead.
Yeah.
It'll be more
I'm
fun.
not. I already told myself I'm not going until Avengers Campus.
Especially Touch of Disney.
And it's not.
Oh my
and
God.
it's not. It has not been confirmed to be opening April 30th. So
Good.
you've
So I
got some
can save
time.
money until I have to buy that ticket.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking May 7th. I'm thinking May 7th.
But it's
God.
like Avengers
So-
Campus, Orlando trip.
Have they announced how expensive tickets are going to be or no?
Start saving up, big man.
I think there was something.
I'm already committed.
There's a membership program for 2021 that is going to be the Wyatt Russell of the traditional 2012 annual pass holder, Chris Evans. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Why are you giving shade to Wyatt Russell, man?
Exactly. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
You didn't even know that was Kurt Russell's kid, so
I did it. I knew his name was Wyatt Russell. I didn't know that it was Kurt Russell's son.
that's Ego's son, dude.
No, Chris Pratt is Ego's son.
No, that's Ego's son. That's Ego's real son.
So because I know that there was you know what, this whole show's about tangents. I know that for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2,
Oh my God.
they had to like CGI like someone's face to make it look like a young Kurt Russell, because Kurt Russell does not look like how he looks like when
They
Chinatown.
just stole that from the Thing.
Kurt Russell was.
Did it? But I thought that they also had used someone as like a body double.
the Thing. You're talking.
It's clobbering time.
I was like, Kurt Russell wasn't in Fantastic Four.
Not Fantastic Four, man. The real Thing, man.
Yeah.
The Thing from outer space.
Jake Stewart had a fun Ryan George reference. That was cool. I like
Tickets
that.
for
Super
Disneyland
easy.
are going to be $500 for a ticket for a single park. But yeah, I believe
Probably.
that.
Did you
Probably.
guys see how packed the Touch of Disney gets? Boom.
I have seen clips, but since you're going with
Yeah, I'm not
Miss E,
excited
April
for that.
15th. Oh, you're not? Oh.
Because I saw and I heard how long some people have to wait in line. and I'm not ready for that.
One of my buddies said like if you do it right, you can only get like 3 things, and you would have to buy things that are like 6 or 7.
Yep. Everything's super expensive. Yep.
Disney just can't let people enjoy.
No, it's all about the money.
It's all about the money.
Again, Knott's is killing it with it. Okay?
Knott's and I think Universal right now killing it because
Universal. Honestly, yes, because so I've heard that too. That like it's really difficult to do stuff at Touch of Disney because they just want your money instead.
Yeah.
And it's like an issue that I was having is that like. So Universal, like I said, was killing it as well. The only issue that I have with Universal is that it takes forever to get like one of your items because the lines are so long.
Right.
I went to Knott's yesterday. Knott's was sold out yesterday. Okay, and I got there at around 2:00. So it was already bustling, dude. The entire time, I had no issue getting any of my food or drink items because the lines were no longer than 10 minutes.
They're killing it. They're killing it. And then
with a sold out Knott's event, and it like because the park is so spread out that, and there's a lot of the same food items in different places. So like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I appreciate as opposed to
they kill it. Yeah.
Who doesn't have everything open and only limits some stuff to one certain area.
And that's the thing with Disney is I've been hearing a lot is that you got to reserve, like you need to have a decision already of what you want to eat and reserve it before so that you don't have to wait in like the lines by the little stands because the lines by the stands take forever.
I can't wait to hear your honest thoughts about it.
Oh, I'm going to be brutally honest about it. I hope I enjoy it. I really do. But I already know $25 might not get me anywhere. And I'm sticking to, the video is going to be $25 at that event. I'm sticking to it.
You're not. Don't.
I'm not spending an extra dime. No.
Yeah. I'm gonna say right now, you're not gonna have fun.
We'll see.
I believe it.
I only say that because of the $25 thing.
Yeah.
They should have done a tasting card.
Yeah.
And then let you purchase like
extra stuff. Yeah.
Because even at Knott's, I purchase because when you buy a beer at Knott's, when you use your tasting card, it's like that big, but when you buy it, it's like even bigger. So
a drink at Disney is like $13. You can't get it. I saw the pictures. $13, $12. Those who drink like alcohol stuff.
There's a McDonald's right across the street. I do that all the time, man.
To be fair though, Tim. I did have I tried the Jack and Coke slushies.
Yeah.
From Knott's, and I didn't have a tasting card on it. Yeah, they do. Over at Coaster's Diners, they have a machine that makes it. It's basically
Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola slushy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why am I barely hearing about this?
It's amazing.
He didn't pay attention to our story because I remember when Josue put that on the story. He went, guys, you have to get it.
I know how you were freaking out about like a $12, $13 drink. That drink did cost me $12 because I decided to purchase it because I wanted a bigger version than the sample version. So I feel like just alcohol in general is always just going to be
right. But
like that's worth it.
But Josue, you still get a sample version of it though.
Yeah.
You don't get that option. You're spending that $13 on a drink you don't know for sure if you're going to enjoy it or not.
This is true.
So,
yeah. I mean, Jack Daniels though is a pricey whiskey, and I feel like it's worth it. So,
I mean, you know what else is worth it? All these people are here for our next topic. The whole reason why everyone's
the one I'm thinking about.
It's not that one yet. Not the big debate. Y'all are gonna want to stay behind for that because it's gonna be
for a reason. Tell me it's about to be a massacre.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. You're gonna want to stay to that. But let's talk about a different type of bloodbath right now. Let's talk about HHN speculation.
For all you throwback fans, man, I was there.
HHN,
and now I'm here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Copyright.
Yeah.
So let's talk. Yes.
Wait. There goes the whole team.
Who we missing?
The whole team.
You're missing your whole team.
No, listen. Like I started from the bottom as a fan. Now I'm here on the show.
Okay.
It's
what
like.
It just shows if you are a stalker like in Misery, you can make it.
Call it what you will. I'm just saying, if you end up tied up on your bed tonight,
Whoa.
That's true. He knows where I live, and that's an issue.
I got work tomorrow, bro. I ain't taking that. I ain't
Touched
grabbing
by
that.
Tony. All right.
The touch of Tony.
So let's talk about. All right. So yes,
also
producer,
comes a
thank you.
$25
So our
voucher.
buddy Dustin at Theme Park Shark, he pointed this out, that something really interesting with the merch, the Beetlejuice merch going on right now at Universal Orlando, is that it has this very interesting tag where it says HHN 21 USO or no UO/USH.
Why didn't you use Boo Bros pics, bro?
Well, where did
Boo
Boo
Bros
Bros
go?
get the pictures?
From one of the Boo Bros.
Oh,
He went down to the park and took them.
Oh well.
Well,
hey, that would have been nice.
you're on a whole different team
We
here.
could have done a little collab right there, bro.
Oh. Try
Collab.
to make fetch happen, Tony.
were
But
saying, I'm
okay,
sorry.
Boo Bros and also Theme Park Shark noticed the fact that it says USH on the tag. So that could only mean one thing. Universal Studios Hollywood will be getting a Beetlejuice maze for this.
Is that what your speculation
Then
is? Or
I thought that too, and then I saw a little speculation map this morning.
And then we did see a speculation map from our buddies at Horror Nights and Nightmares, and this one looks a little light.
That's a little depressing if you ask me.
Hold on. I need to see this map.
Well, it's on. The producer is
But,
showing it
I
right now,
mean,
but
They put Halloween 3
Interesting.
Season of the Witch there, and that got me pretty hyped.
I'm excited for that.
I am so stoked for that. Like you know how like much I wanted to see this property. Like I even thought about, not even lying, like last year during quarantine, I had a whole blueprint, a whole storyline of making my own Halloween 3 home haunt.
I remember that.
So my only issue, or I guess my only issue with the speculation map, is we know that they have two mazes like or one giant maze on their back burner because they had to tear down the maze that they were building in the studio lot.
Yeah, they teared the
I'm with
two
you on that,
that were
Josue.
back there. The two that were back there, they had to tear down.
Not
Yeah.
to mention, they didn't even mention the one in the soundstage, which I'm assuming is still there.
Oh, 747.
Yeah,
I mean, no.
and then
Okay, so I don't know about that one because
I
of
think it's still there.
Nintendo World construction. Oh wait, that's not the same soundstage. Never mind.
no,
Different
because
soundstage, it's the one next
that
to it.
goes through the extended queue for.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although,
Mhm.
no. Actually, where are they going to put the line?
That's what I was saying last podcast, that what is that area? So Jurassic World or JPQ, when that's gone forever now, what does that mean with the fact that where the queue was for the Transformers queue is there's nothing there. I mean, if they really, what does this year look like? What do you guys think? Because I think with the way that vaccinations are going in California, I feel like we're not going to get an HHN light. I think it's just going to be HHN.
So this is what I've been saying a lot on my channel. I've been saying, and Sammy agrees and Rob agrees, that I don't think we'll get a full event, but I think it's possible we'll get like 4 or 5 solid mazes. Now, will it be our version of light? Maybe, but their light in Orlando was like 2 mazes. I really think when I saw this map, it kind of was a disappointment because I've been hearing Beetlejuice, I've been hearing Hill House, I've been hearing other things. So I don't think that, again, even though he's been known to get a lot of stuff correct, this is only speculation, so we don't know
exactly
what's going to be the final product.
John literally just got hired back.
Yeah, so I don't think they would.
That's what I was gonna say.
I honestly don't think they would hire him to like finish, which look already done 2 mazes, and then like I think they hired him because they're like, okay, we still have all these properties, let's go finish them, and
Yeah, I agree with you. I honestly think they wouldn't have hired John Murdy back if they I guess I have to agree with Thomas. I don't think they would have brought him back if we weren't going to have just a straight up HHN. I don't think they would have brought him back for an HHN line.
Yeah, John Murdy is not a Bud Light guy. He's a Guinness guy. Come on. So he's here for the real deal.
and he's at the place where they actually brew it, so he's got it.
That's why I said that.
Look.
That was a joke, Tony.
That was the.
I made an entire video about it that there is absolutely nothing to speculate right now.
Yeah.
What I said was we just have to wait and see. And how I see it happening is it will be either a few weeks before the event and that's when we'll get all the announcements.
Tim,
That's what I say, and I'm going to stick
losing
by it.
viewers now saying all this. We want to keep the viewers.
No, it's the truth. It's the bitter truth that we're not going to get answers for a while.
It's gonna be that 1 month. It's gonna be a hell month for all of us.
It's gonna be a one major month thing. It's gonna be 1 week, boom. Second week, boom. Third week, boom. And I do believe there will be a smaller event. I do think it's not going to be super packed. It's not going to be 10 mazes. It's going to be, I'll say around 4 or 5, something like that. Just to control everyone. I don't think there will be a terror tram because that's a lot of cleaning that you're gonna have to do. I don't think there's
you walk that area too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like a terror tram. I know they said it would never come back, but I feel like a terror tram would be perfect for
now
this.
But how do you clean the tram?
You don't have to. You don't even have
with
to
them
use the tram.
spray
You can
guns,
walk to that area.
With the spray guns, isn't that going to slow down the whole line?
No, but listen, you don't even have to. Honestly, like to be honest, you don't even have to use the tram. It's just as long as a walking from the freaking.
That's true.
The down below all the way to the metro.
Yeah, Tim, like when we did running Universal.
That's true. I forgot you could walk
that area.
Yeah, that's true. You could walk there.
Know walking back and forth more than anybody, it's you guys because we did there, man.
It's just I don't think a major event like a bunch of mazes because I don't think it's easy to control. I don't think it is, and I don't think.
True, but Tim, before they started doing like 10 mazes or 9 mazes, HHN used to be smaller. We used to have only like 5 or.
So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be smaller. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think you can call it like something smaller because it's already been smaller. It'll still be HHN.
No, okay. Well, it's smaller than 2019.
That would be good merchandise.
It's smaller than 2019. That's for sure. Okay. It will be smaller.
Like a hat that said like HHN vintage with like the 80s kind of style. Like I'd buy that.
They've been loving it, or they could even do it for the 90s style.
The 80s need to go away. I'm done. Right?
The 90s.
I'm never done.
Everybody's obsessed with the 90s.
Oh yeah. And also, I will not be, or I mean, you guys could, but I'm not gonna make any speculation videos yet until I hear like by the pricking of my thumb something wicked.
Okay, I'll make them.
Then I will make a video about it.
So I
still got a whole Dark Harbor video to make, which is going to come out next week.
Bro, you trying to get in the Dark Harbor game now? What's up with that?
Oh, we've always been. Guys,
sir, did you make the video about the news from Dark Harbor?
Yeah, the Dark Harbor's got a
bunch
movie.
of podcasts with a bunch of Dark Harbor sliders. So,
that's not okay.
And I got one coming up that's a pretty big one as well this Tuesday. So,
I'm talking
check
about
that out. Nights of Horror.
I love you, Thomas.
Thank you. Love you too, bro. But I want to say, my speculation is that President Biden has said every adult American will be vaccinated by the 4th of July. A couple of days before Midsummer Scream is supposed to happen.
Oh.
So if Midsummer Scream actually happens,
listen,
that's when we'll get those massive
to be that guy. And I want Midsummer Scream to open as much as anyone. But I think it's going to be one more year without it.
Yeah, I agree. Unless they can somehow do
realistically, it's going to be one more year.
Unless they can somehow do an outdoor event.
I mean, that's what they're doing the spooky swap meet for. I think that's basically kind of that version. It's like
Tony, you've done the swap meet. You want to talk a little bit about what people can expect from the swap meet?
Let's just say one thing before we talk. It's sold out within. It's just as bad as Comic-Con. It's sold out within 24 hours. I was like,
but they extended some dates, didn't they?
And then that day just sold out. The minute they put the Sunday, like it sold out in 24 hours. I was like, well, I was like, I'm not going.
Okay. I was looking at the tickets and I was like, oh, should I get them? And then I was like,
too late.
I'm in Connecticut.
I was like, oh, wait, there's Six Flags happening.
I'm going. I got tickets.
Yeah. Hey, good.
I'm in Connecticut. I've got no options.
Yeah.
Oh, that's did you see what Jake Stewart said? Prove you gotten the vaccine, you get to go to Midsummer Scream.
That would be a cool.
I mean, what's his name? Rick West. Rick West is very, very.
That'd be good business practice. That'd be good business practice.
Yeah, Sheck West is very pro that.
But I also like Jake Stewart's comment. But like, I feel like if there was ever a year to skip HHN Hollywood and go to Orlando instead, this year is this is the year to do it. So why don't we look at the HHN Orlando speculation map? This one is a bit bigger, it's a bit more full, and there's no more Billie Eilish maze.
But they're getting the scratch.
Like I said, she would never.
Listen, I'm just gonna throw it out here right now, Eddie. I told you it was gonna be the same lineup as it was supposed to be last year.
Yeah. Okay. So I talked about that in my video. How people are ticked off about the Revenge of Tooth Fairy coming back and Bride of Frankenstein.
Well, what do you expect? They didn't make no money last year, no matter how big their budget is.
Not just that. The fact that not that many people were able to go through it.
Yeah, it's like, what do you expect? Okay,
and they're probably going to add a lot more to it. That's what I said in the video. It's like,
you're right. No plexiglass.
So that's what I brought up in the video. Will there be the plexiglass or not? I think what I was saying was, if there is, that's just going to make scare actors find a new way of scaring people, and it's going to prove
plexiglass to your advantage.
Well,
that's what they
me and you saw that at freaking Drag Society. They used the plexiglass to their advantage,
and it worked. It worked out. It's just like, it depends. Like, a scare actor is gonna have to find a way to scare that way, you know.
Well, I know that when it was their HHN Light event, with Bride of Frankenstein and with Tooth Fairy, they actually did kind of create like fake scares because they knew that if you saw the plexiglass, you'd be like, oh, there's gonna be a scare actor there. So they would just put plexiglass there, but no scare actor. The scare actor would be on the other side of a different plexiglass. So you'd be looking at this one, and then boom. So I think there's some fun, creative ways to go around with this. I definitely don't want the actors to be like, breathe it all in. I hope that
they're wearing masks half the time, so they're just breathing in their own circulation.
Yes, so keep that up. Yes, let's keep that.
Yeah, but like I said, at least I will be there to represent TLEV out at Orlando.
Excuse me.
We gotta coordinate what day.
I plan on being there.
It's inevitable. We do haunt season every year together. It's been a tradition for like 2 years now.
I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised that Thomas is saying such words.
Okay, so Josue had made a comment earlier about like how, you know, they said like the Terror Tram would never come back, and then that was pre-COVID, and now post-COVID,
Dawn of Heroes would never happen again.
Exactly. Well, that's a good transition. But then like how like lol JK, you know, post-COVID the world is like crazy, right? I used to say that I would never jump out of a plane. Now I'm planning that I'm gonna jump out of a plane.
Oh my god, dude! I wish you good luck, man.
Thank you. He did it, no problem.
I would be like whatchamacallit from Deadpool 2, where he's like sitting down and the Deadpool's gotta like push him out. That would be me jumping out of a plane.
Yeah,
hey, well, you got the mustache for it, so you're ready.
There you go.
But I'm waiting for those package tickets coming out.
Yes,
and I know they're gonna go quick. So
I got a plan of how
I'm setting aside.
I got a plan of how I can afford it. You know, 1 month just buy the plane ticket. 1 month buy the hotel. And then the last thing you have to buy, which probably next month the tickets will go on sale for Horror Nights. So
because they do, Orlando. I don't know if they do it out here too, but they do a package deal of HHN tickets and their hotels.
Yeah. Well, they got the whatchamacallit too that I almost did for 2019, which was the you get to like, it's like how you pay their payments, the flex pay, and you can just pay it over time.
Oh,
that's kind of cool.
That's nice.
Cool,
really Start them out down with it comes with flight, hotel, and tickets.
Really?
That's really, really cool.
Yeah,
because it's
when I
like
looked at 2019, it was like $1,300.
Frights? Gosh, what's
is
it
the
called?
fright stay or whatever? Stay in fright.
No, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat, peeps, what the term is for the Orlando, where it's like you are allowed in the event early because you're staying at one of the hotels.
So because you're staying at one of their hotels.
So Jake Stewart, a vacation package.
Yeah. Jake Stewart, they do like a vacation package. They haven't released the tickets yet. I don't know when they're going to do it, but if you go on their website
next month, because usually it's usually in April for Orlando.
You know how much it used to be, Tony?
The flex pay?
It was about like $1,300.
It was like for the whole package. It was like $1,300. So if you got it, you only had to put like $200 or $300 down, and then you just
got steamy coming in. You know what I'm saying?
I just pay. You pay for it all. You're good.
Oh god!
I haven't got yours either. I haven't got mine either.
Oh my god!
But yeah. So
please get my nephew some.
I'll get him a t-shirt.
Oh, you're not even taking him? Oh my god!
You get a Batisha says, "My parents went to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, and this is all I got."
There's an interesting thing. Did you guys see the dates for the event?
September 3rd,
September
right?
3rd to
September 3rd to October 31st,
which is a Sunday.
Wednesdays through Sundays, and one Tuesday.
Except opening weekend, it's just going to be Friday and Saturday.
Wait.
Is the TLEV show going to have a Halloween special because we're going to have a Sunday show?
Just hang out in front of the park.
We're just going to do the podcast inside of a maze. Like, so we're talking about.
We'll reach out. We'll come up with some ideas.
John, come here.
Mr. Aiello, get over here.
Mike. Tell us about it.
We'll do some communicating with some creative directors.
Horror Nights anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not Mike anymore.
He's at Epic Universe.
He's doing Epic Universe now.
Epic Universe.
We'll talk to him about Epic Universe. Mike.
My only concern with Florida
screen, he was like, no.
What's your concern about Florida?
Is that they're on lockdown again right now because they.
Well, that's spring break right now because they're insane. I know so many people are out there right now.
I hope
it's spring break back in 08, you know, that kind of spring break.
Spring break in 08.
Wait, that probably wasn't a good spring break, actually, TBH. You know, with the crash and everything.
All right. Speaking of crash and burns, let's talk about Justice League. So.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, come on. The JW version sucks. Yeah, look at that. Hey, I'm proud of that poster.
Why'd you put me? Why am I hidden? Why am I hidden?
I might be replacing it with one of these posters.
That'd be cool. Well, I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. I ran out of time, but yes, I don't know why you're like in the shadow. Why Tony has like one line. I think Josue looks the best out of all of us because like the spotlight.
You look pretty spot on to Henry Cavill.
Well, that's because Thomas had the full effect. Someone was holding a light over his head and everything.
That's true. Yeah, the producer was.
And then Mara.
Photo shoot.
Mara reminds me of like old school Wonder Woman, which was one of my favorites. So.
Oh yeah,
he looks so badass, and then I slapped on a freaking
mustache.
Let's see if I can pull up. Yeah. Like you can see in this one, the producer helps me where he's like just right next to it. He has his phone on top.
What the heck?
he was shining a light on.
That's a full-on photo shoot.
Oh yeah,
so flexy.
I had just done a 2-hour workout, and I was like,
let's take the photo again.
I was completely exactly.
Thomas, show it again because nobody saw it. I still.
No one saw it. No one saw it.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll put the full-on actual photo next time.
I was like, oh yeah. So this is what the.
Well, barely, yeah. You're lighting. But dang.
Yeah. I had just done like a 2-hour workout. I was completely dehydrated.
We all need to do a thumbnail where we just recreate that picture.
There you go.
I don't want to feel bad about myself. Please,
no. I do have to say though, the cyborg shirt you're wearing is loose on you. It is not loose on me.
It was not loose on me. Did you know what I have to do? I had to pull the back out of like that to put some muscle on there. I was like, that's why my hands are behind my back. I'm like, oh, I know he makes it tight. That's an old athlete trick right there. When it's jersey day to take pictures, you pull the back of your shirt. Yeah.
I'm not an athlete, so I wouldn't know.
I didn't either. I just did the whole thing of actually working out. All right, so let's get some hot and steamy debate going because that's what this show's all about. So
wait, can we give our first thoughts though before hot and steamy?
Zack Snyder's Justice League overall thoughts. Josue, tell me your overall thoughts about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Well, actually, no, never mind. Wait, because did you watch Joss Whedon's version?
Did I?
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, I watched it. We didn't watch it together.
You guys watched it together.
But you forgot it. Didn't you forget it?
I mean, I remember tidbits of it.
Okay.
Same here.
Producer, I want to hear your thoughts as someone who's never seen the Joss Whedon version. What you thought of this film?
So it was in 4x3.
What? Yes.
I mean, when I bought you guys VHS Barney tapes, I wanted to make sure that I got letterbox
because got called out, bro.
I knew that someday you would have a TV that was that square or rectangle.
Yes. Little Thomas and little Tim here first.
He was Teletubbies. I was Barney. I was Baller. He was Teletubbies.
As we were watching it, I'm constantly turning to Thomas and I'm saying, was this in the original? Was this in the original?
That's true. That's true. Yes.
Okay, so that's what I gotta add afterwards too.
Yeah, I brought that up a lot, but no, but like you said, producer, you said it didn't feel like it felt like a 4-hour movie, but it didn't feel like it dragged on, right? It just felt like
it was. I mean, it was well done, serialized. They put the little title cards in there to let you know when the next act was, so that we knew when to pause and go take a bio break.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it didn't drag on. It could have easily been multiple films.
Yeah.
But and in reality, I think the reason why he went to, it wasn't an artistic decision to go 4x3 on this thing. I'm not going to nail that out there because I have no idea what the other one looked like when it's wider. I think it was an economic decision because he literally could then just focus on doing the CGI in the part of the screen that he was panned and scanned to. That's a pan and scan is like an old trick in the book. It's an old term for when they took widescreen films and put them on TV, and it's a lot less time to render a smaller image than a bigger image, and a lot less money. So I think it was just an economics reason.
The producer was a film major in college.
More than that. He worked Panavision. He worked Hanna-Barbera. He did everything for all of this. Yeah. Yes. So, all right, Josue.
Every week I learn more and more about your dad.
What do you mean? He's the producer.
One day with him and just have a nice 2-hour conversation, man.
Exactly. That will be one day. Thank you, producer. So, all right, Josue, you are now the next person with the least recollection of the Joss Whedon version. So, tell us what you thought of this.
I think Josue and I are in the same boat.
Okay.
This right here. This is the dark side pose right here.
Yeah. Tim. You think I'm on your side, right?
Wait, no. I'm saying we're on the same side of not seeing that much of Joss Whedon, or not remembering much. That's what I'm saying.
I liked it. I really liked it. Definitely.
That was not the response I was expecting.
I obviously have some things. I have some issues with it, of course. But that's just as with any film. There are things that I was just like, okay, boomer. But overall, trying to remember stuff from Joss Whedon's Justice League to Zack's Justice League. Definitely, I remember there was a lot of parts, especially because I was watching it with Joe, and as I was watching it, it was the opposite way. Instead of her asking me, "Was this in the original?" I was like, "Hey, I remember this from the original one. Hey, I remember this from the original one." Mm-hmm. So. Mm-hmm. There were scenes that I remember. There are scenes that I think I remember that I'm just like, did they do it like that? But what I do remember is the representation of some characters like Batman. And after watching Joss Whedon's Batman, I was like, Batman sucks. And I watched this and I was like, that's Batman.
I disagree.
That's
He's still Mr. Grappler like the first version.
That's what Batman does.
Yeah, that's what Batman does, dude.
Not in
Hold on.
I did play the Arkham games.
He was overall
that game is grapple.
Remember, and you snap his ass, like that kind of thing. I remember the games.
This is gonna be so good. This is so good. All right, Tim. Now since you say you're the same. Okay, now say your overall thoughts. Tony, be respectful. Let him say his.
I'm good. I'm in the cool zone.
Where'd he go?
It's very hot in here. I'm in the cool zone.
Let him get his little spiel in.
I think we lost them. Hold on.
Oh, we lost them for a second.
Something happened.
Well, then I'll say what I thought. I very much enjoyed this movie. I very much liked the 4 hours. I'm the type of person who watches the Lord of the Rings extended version that has a 4-hour, 13-minute run, and I just sit there the entire time. I'm fine with that. The runtime had no issue for me. The 4x3, yes, it was a bit annoying at some parts, but I think the story made up for it way more, and I think the actual CGI of this version, this original version, was way better than what was handed to us 4 years ago. Oh my gosh! The fact that there's no Skybeam in this version in the final battle like there was in the first. I don't even want to call that the first version. This was the first version. This was the original version. That was the Warner Brothers execs meddling. That was Joss Whedon's meddling. That was money hungry people who wanted to get a Justice League out
here like
before Infinity War. They wanted to get it out before Infinity War. That's what that movie was. So I'm there with you, Josue, on the representation of the characters, the balance of the characters. I think was so much better.
Agree.
I think that this was definitely the story that Cyborg needed. This was definitely the story that the Flash needed. Oh my God, so much different than what was given to us 4 years ago.
Yeah, I completely agree with you saying. Like, just to add to that, like after watching Joss Whedon's what he did with the Flash, I was like, yo, Ezra Miller sucks.
Yeah.
But now after watching this, and I was like, I can get down with that Ezra Miller. Yes. I can get down with him.
And like, yes, we'll talk more about the specifics of these. I'll talk more about the specifics of these characters. Aquaman, oh my goodness, my favorite hero. Seeing more of him and seeing a more balanced version of him that really sets up who he was in Aquaman. Still, I think tells even better of a segue to James Wan's version of that character. But seeing how
I have issues with that.
Yes. Like Willem Dafoe in a wig, never again, please.
Actually, quite the opposite. I think he looks better. You liked that? I think he looks better here.
I like you like his long hair?
I want to know what my problem is?
The ponytail. Yeah.
Where the hell did Mara get an accent from?
Yes, Mara's Princess Leia accent. Yes. Oh my God.
That was my only issue with the whole film.
Yeah.
Was Mara?
Oh, you want to issue when it comes to like Lisa the dialogue? So
yes.
Dialogue. We're not even there yet. I haven't even given my first.
But this relates to Aquaman because I think they would be a perfect scene. So they're all like buddies now. They're all family, and they're
the final act.
Well, yeah, this is and everybody knows Bruce Wayne and all that, and so I would have loved to see the scene when they're getting ready to jump out of the airplane into the whatever the Steppenwolf zone, and Batman sitting there talking there in his Batman voice, because he's in his garb, and I would have loved to have Aquaman turn him and say, you don't have to do that. Do what? With that voice.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I love that voice. I want to film just of that voice.
But yes, now Mr. E, let's hear your thoughts before.
So you guys all think I'm gonna crap on the movie, but it was a solid movie. It was a decent movie. It was decent. I think though it's the Age of Ultron of DC. It's not the best. There's a lot more. There are better DC movies out there, and this one is not there yet.
Okay, now, Tim, you show me a better DC movie.
Dark Knight.
Oh, that doesn't count.
That's a DC movie. I just said DCU.
DCU.
Oh, DCU?
Expanded universe.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna say.
Where does this rank of all the DC EU movies?
Oh, okay. If we're talking DCU, I'd say Man of Steel is better. I like Man of Steel. That's a good one. Man of Steel.
I do like Man of Steel.
That one's a good one.
You think IHOP the movie was a great
IHOP?
Yeah,
it was 7-Eleven.
Smothered IHOP into that movie.
Oh, we got IHOP Gillette in this one.
I thought you were talking about that rabbit movie, IHOP. Wasn't there a movie? No, it was Hop. That's what it was called.
Did you give him a haircut?
No, his hair's just standing up.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
But
hi, baby boy.
It's a good setup for whatever DC is going to be next. If this movie actually connects to anything, I don't know if it does. I don't know which one is the one we're going to follow now. That's my problem. I really wish that they came out with, I don't want to compare it to Marvel, but I really do wish that they came out with movies for the superheroes before they combine them all together.
That's true. That was
I really wish, because for me, the problem is there was so much meat for Flash that I feel like we didn't get enough for him. Now what they did really well with was Cyborg. I agree.
Yes.
Cyborg, they did very well with him. Luckily, we already knew about Wonder Woman and her story because Wonder Woman came out before the Snyder cut version.
Or even before Justice League.
Before even Justice League, yeah. That's why I think it worked well there. But it's hard for me. I feel like if we got a Flash movie before, you know, maybe right after Batman v Superman, because I know we see him in Batman v Superman when he's like save Lois or something like that.
Nightmare Flash.
Yeah, Nightmare Flash. But I feel like if we got a Flash movie afterwards, like after that movie, it would have been great. That way, there's this building already, this building block of like, okay, we know these characters. There's not a game of catch up of trying to tell you, okay, this is the Flash. This is what happened. Because they didn't really explain how his mother died. I mean, I know how his mother died, but they didn't really explain it other than his dad is innocent of. If you're throwing someone in to the DC world, they're going to be like, wait, okay, so his dad's innocent, but the mother's dead. But how? How does she die? You know?
Well, then you watch the movie and you find out.
You watch Flash TV show and then you'll find out. That's how she died.
Pick up a comic book.
It's kind of like saying, like if you put it in that perspective, then you didn't enjoy Scarlet Witch and WandaVision. Because they kind of did the same thing with
Who's
her.
Wanda?
No, because
where's her movie?
Because Wanda we had 3 movies of Wanda.
But it's not Wanda's movie.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. We have 1 movie with Flash, and we don't know anything. Okay. We know he's a nerd.
Hold on.
You know he's a nerd.
Okay. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna write down already a contradiction. Go for it.
To what? Wait. No. Tell me then. Tell me the contradiction.
You said this was the Age of Ultron movie of the DCEU.
Because I said DC movies and then you said DCU and I was like, okay. Well, hold on.
Which movie does Wanda show up in?
Yeah, she shows up in that.
Thank you.
But that wasn't her best movie either.
Technically, that's not true.
Oh, don't even with your post-credit
She actually shows up in the Winter Soldier. That's the first time we are ever introduced to her.
Well, but then, yeah, if we're going based off that logic too, the Flash shows up in Suicide Squad, right?
That's true. He is. That's true. There you go. Yes, it's his first debut.
That's also a terrible movie, I guess. But that's near there. But Mike, I'm so confused of what does this movie mean? Does this movie have anything to do with the DCU? EU? Is it EU?
Expanded universe. That's why.
EU.
So this DC expanded.
This is a solid movie. I agree to that point. But I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, we're still going based off of the shitty Joss Whedon one, right? For this DCEU, right?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Also watch said movie and ask yourself what the anti-life matter equation was.
No, because I watch Young Justice and I know
you, Tim. I know know what it is.
I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, same.
All right.
Is that like a math equation? Are they looking for like a test or what?
It is.
We'll get into that later.
Is it their way around the Joss Whedon movie? Is that what it is? It seems like that's what you're about to defend.
Are they just gonna hit us with a Jehovah begins with an I and then just like call it a day?
Begins with an I. That's what Miles is saying right now.
But again, I'm gonna say this was a solid movie. My favorite character of this movie was Cyborg. They did, I think, out of all the characters, Cyborg was the best in this movie. I still don't like Wonder Woman, how she's being done. Aquaman was good too. I like Aquaman. Flash. Flash. Okay, we'll talk about Flash a little bit afterwards.
I have beef with Wonder Woman, dude.
I have beef with Wonder Woman. I have beef with Flash a little bit. And Batman, thank God we're getting another Batman.
Oh shit! I gotta go make popcorn. All right.
Thank God. Tony. Thank God we're getting another Batman. Tony, are you gonna defend this is the Batman for the Justice League?
All right, Tony.
Let's go back a little bit before that, okay?
Okay.
You said this was the Age of Ultron of DC.
Yes,
How?
DC.
We're not even gonna know his overall thoughts. Guys, he liked it.
Effing dare you say that?
DC. Did you hear what I said? DC. Then Thomas came in with a DCEU, and then I was like, okay,
Like,
wait,
you're
hold
just
on.
saying of all the DC movies.
Bro. There are so many darker movies, as in The Dark Knight, that I would say.
Okay, but that's a whole separate universe.
But
and
that's
there's-
DC. Do you see what I'm talking about? DC. I said DC movies.
How do you start off? If you want to compare the Batman, hold on. If you want to compare the Dark Knight trilogy to this, let me tell you this: how do you start off with two fantastic films and end that trilogy so shitty?
Yeah, that's true. That's
with
true.
the Bane movie?
Yes,
Horrible,
that was horrible
use of Tom Hardy.
I thought,
That's not even Bane, dude.
That's
it
not
was
even
a good.
Bane.
It was a good setup for Robin to enter, but that was just like
And
never.
yeah,
that
there
didn't
you
happen.
go.
Was it a
We
good
never
setup?
got Robin,
Was
never
it a
came
good
into the
setup? It was like
universe.
5 seconds, and then they're like, "Oh, by the way."
And how are
here
you gonna
Robin.
name him Robin, even though his name is Dick Grayson? Like, come on.
Because he was. What? Wait. Oh, here's your stuff, Robin.
Yeah, but like,
Come on,
give
he
the
see
way
his
you're
name's
alter ego,
Robin at
like,
the
oh,
end.
there's a Robin in Gotham. I know who that is. It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I'm not. Wait. What are you defending right now? Are you defending the actors and stuff? Or are you defending my
This
point?
is all over the
I'm
place.
saying you're the
I'm all
point
over
of-
the place.
I think he's just defending DC.
Yeah, wait. Now you're saying Age of Ultron was a shit movie. I'm saying Age of Ultron wasn't the best of the
concur.
Marvel
I
movies.
What I'm
The Age of
saying
Ultron
is,
was a
you
shit
were the
movie.
second person to tell me that I should have had an Age of Ultron excitement level for this film. And I'm calling bullshit on that.
What?
That was for me,
I'm
as a
not telling you to
DC
change your excitement for this movie.
as a DC fan, for me, this was like my version of, I won't say Endgame because Endgame was on a whole nother level, but this was my Infinity War.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Endgame, I'm going to give it to Marvel. You cannot beat that film. There's nothing on this
That can
planet,
be
unless Marvel comes
Endgame.
up with something
They're gonna
bigger.
try.
They're gonna do
Unless
it.
Marvel brings in like
They're gonna do
Galactus or
it.
somebody. There is nothing that can beat that ending to that long 10-year storyline.
Okay.
Will I say that DC has issues? Yes. Can I run that company better than anyone at DC? I bet I can, because I know
Let's get,
what storylines.
But why are we settling then, Zaragoza? Why are we settling at this movie?
We're settling at this film because it was for Autumn.
No. Yes, rest in peace,
y'all
Autumn.
got
I
me
do
right
respect
there,
that. For Autumn, I respect that very well.
Oh my God.
But
Okay.
I am looking at this at a cinema base, a movie cinephile base.
Debate alert. I like that. Let me tell you something about when I watched Joss Whedon's Justice League. All right.
Tell me.
Oh,
As a
gosh.
fan, I was excited because this is the first time I was going to see all of the DC heroes come to one to be the Justice League. I was like, okay,
come together.
this is the first time we're going to see a live action Justice League.
Okay.
And I was super stoked for that. When I first saw it as a fan, I had a good time watching it because it was the first time I was ever seeing all these characters on the same screen together.
Working together.
It was never been done before. They tried to do it back in like the 80s with Christopher Reeve Superman, with Michael Keaton Batman, with Linda, what's her name? Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Her Wonder Woman. Like they tried. It just didn't work out. The timing was wrong. So I was excited, but then as I started watching it more, I started having more problems. Yes, I didn't like how they gave Batman kind of like a more comedic route. Same thing with the Flash. They didn't do Cyborg right. It was just that movie was all over the place. I felt that Steppenwolf getting the mother boxes was rushed.
Wait, are we talking? Which one are we talking about? The Joss Whedon version right now?
Joss Whedon.
Okay.
But then, I would have arguments with Josue over the years that they're going to be releasing the Snyder cut, which then he would tell me it's never going to happen. And here we are today. And Thomas was there. Tim was there. We would have arguments about this all the time. Since 2017, fans were like, that was a disappointment. We need the Snyder version of this film. I know it exists.
Joss Whedon's Justice League was my Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh,
that's pretty accurate. But anyway,
I was so when that movie came out, I had,
he told the story of buying it and stuff. I remember. You told that story.
Have I on this podcast?
Yeah. You told the story of like the $20 and
$20 for the Kingdom of the Crystal
on that
Skull.
movie, and there was an alien at the end,
and it was horrible. I never want to see another Indiana Jones movie ever. Like I know that they have Indiana Jones 5 is coming. I don't want to see it.
Why not?
Just as much as like I didn't want to believe that this movie was how are you gonna tell me? How are you gonna tell me? Who
That's not the point. Let's not talk about that.
What kind of Nazis is he fighting in the 1950s, huh? In the 1960s?
Aren't they Russian?
It's Hydra, bro.
He's gonna be fighting Hydra now. We've already seen that. Harrison Ford is tired. He's old.
Okay. Zaragoza, go back to what you were saying. That was more
You gotta
important.
name your kid Mutt.
2017 comes around. This movie gets released.
Yes.
Fans are disappointed. Fans are like, we want the Snyder cut. We start a 5-year journey to get there with Twitter, with a campaign, with a petition,
Right.
with releasing billboards in New York City saying release the Snyder cut.
With planes writing release the Snyder
With
cut.
planes flying over Warner Brothers Studios saying release the Snyder cut.
It was an I Am Legend.
It was an I Am Legend, and that movie wasn't even a thought when I Am Legend came out.
That's true.
They wanted the Snyder cut.
It wasn't until the summer
Will
of
always
2020 that Zack Snyder hosted a screening of Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And fans were surprised to see that Henry Cavill joined at the end to announce something that the fans have been waiting for some time. And that is Zack Snyder announcing he's been given the okay to release the Snyder cut.
Yes.
Every fan, I think, on the face of the planet who loves these characters were super stoked by that. Fast forward throughout the months, we were getting set photos, we were getting people coming back, we were getting some reshoots for him to kind of complete it, finishing CGI, adding stuff that he originally wanted to, just didn't have the time to. And then we got our first trailer at DC Fandom.
Oh, yeah.
With the iconic Hallelujah that we hear in Watchmen.
And why did they use that song? What was that song for?
My personal belief wasn't
that his movie too?
That it was a freaking
Watchmen?
hallelujah that we're finally getting this damn film.
No, it's because it was Autumn's favorite song.
Oh,
There you go.
When you use
That's even
for
sadder.
Autumn.
Because you know why? When they released this trailer at DC Fandom, a tear came out of my eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And I
but
was-
Zaragoza, what are you defending right now?
I'm getting there. Let me get
Okay.
there. I'm explaining what I had to go through to get to this journey.
Okay.
The first trailer drops. I'm sold. I'm like, this is gonna be amazing. The second trailer drops. It's gonna be.
These are the notes that my law school professors have for me. I think it might apply with this conversation, Tony.
I'm getting there.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
I'm getting there.
It's an emotional time right now. It's an emotional
It's an
time.
emotional time. I'm going through a mix of emotions right now. I still am.
Go for it.
Second trailer drops. It looks even better. Then the time comes, the week of the Snyder cut. And I'm just like, I can't believe we're finally here.
Tom and Jerry was there.
Friday night or Wednesday night it drops. I watch it. Sitting there with my dad. Minute it starts. Whole different movie.
Aww.
No more.
Yes.
Looking. No more Batman trying to get a signal from parademons to. No, it goes right in. Goes right in from.
Oh yeah, how did the Joss Whedon movie start last? How did that?
It was a
Superman.
stupid.
Superman.
Yeah,
We're
a
filming a
CGI
podcast.
Superman mustache and.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This one explains how the mother boxes were awoken and how the whole story starts.
Stay
It's
woke,
so
mother
cool.
boxes.
I love. Now let's get to my thoughts of the film. From start to finish, I was just mesmerized by what was left out and how Warner Brothers even okayed the Whedon cut. I don't even know what came through their mind or what happened, but there was so much of this film that was
I'll
different.
tell you.
And listen, and like everybody was like, oh, but there was Whedon footage, but technically that was Zack Snyder's footage, just
Yeah.
Whedon used it and then reshot things. Like, so everything was Zack Snyder 100%. This was the film that we should have gotten from the start. And I have just one question for Warner Brothers. How dare you guys? Because You robbed us so much of a potentially great film that could have came out in 2017. Yet you guys were trying to rush to catch up with Marvel with Infinity War. Y'all should have just took your time. You should have let Snyder have his morning, because that is something that I don't think any parent,
no father
can ever get over. Through. You know, like there's no getting over that, and I completely agree. Like, but you should have Snyder had his morning, and then when he was ready to come back, finish the film. I think you would have won over a fan base way more if you would have let Snyder complete his vision.
So, do you think if he completed that, it would have still been a 4-hour movie?
No, because he added things during refilming and stuff that he had ideas for, but he knew he wasn't going to get around to. But then now he had the time to do it. He reshot things, and I feel like it worked out perfectly. And even Miles agrees. That's why he's dancing.
Hell yeah!
But I'm trying to figure out, Tony, what were the reshoots? Because definitely that last scene with I guess spoilers and everything. Spoilers. Miles, say it's spoilers.
Oh, Miles already saw it. Oh, Miles.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Wait, hold on. I gotta give you my Miles voice.
Hey, it's me, Miles, the Sway's kid. We're about to enter spoilers.
Spoilers time.
Thank you, Miles. Thank you.
He doesn't have any relation to Beetlejuice,
or to Mario,
or Peach.
Luigi.
Yeah, anyway. The nightmare scene was a reshoot. Everything with Darkseid, I think there were some reshoots there.
Oh, interesting.
What about with Manhunter?
Yeah, well, that's what that. Yeah. Those are
reshoots.
Yeah.
Reshoots as in.
But he didn't say
when did he call them back for reshoots? When did he call them back?
A lot of it was just cut, right? Just
a lot of it was just missed CGI that he had to complete.
Like, because wait.
He barely did reshoots.
You sure the Martian Manhunter one was reshoots? Because the actor who played Martian Manhunter said that part, his parts were cut out.
Yeah.
So that means they were already shot, though.
I think the very end one was a reshoot.
Was shot already. Oh,
I think the one with Martha.
Thank God they put the other part then, because then I would have been like, why just throw Martian Manhunter in that one part and then not?
And so Watch Mojo did a really great piece on like some of the major differences, and they showed that Zack Snyder had originally had like the storyboard for that scene showing the transformation of Martian Manhunter, but it never came to fruition. It was never fully.
So he had to shoot that.
So I think I think
caught me off guard, dude.
I lost my shit. I lost my dude.
I
honestly had not heard anything about like the Snyder. I wanted to go in completely blind, right?
Lo mismo.
So I didn't follow any of the cast. I didn't do anything like that. I didn't hear anything. So as far as I know, I just know that the main five are going to be in it, and Steppenwolf and Darkseid. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
So you didn't even know about Superman's black cape or black suit?
I only heard that Zack Snyder wanted to give him a mullet as well, and Warner Brothers was like, "No, Superman that's too far, dog. That's too far."
Well, no, but to be real, I mean, I think the mullet would have been cool, because that when he did come back with the black suit, he had long hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he's like business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah. It would have been.
But definitely that scene when I saw Martha Kent's eyes glow red, I was like, yo, what's going on here? And then it's like, I'm like, yo, that's the Martian Manhunter. That's
get this guy some Oreos, man. Let's get it going.
Yes. Oh my God, that was.
Overall, though, I mean, this film was really a mix of emotions, and this was literally a big thank you from Zack Snyder to the fans for letting him complete his vision. I think I personally think, and I'm gonna get a little deep here with the whole For Autumn thing. I personally think that he never felt complete about that, and maybe this was the project that was finally for closure.
I totally agree with you, dude.
And honestly, like, as much as I would love for him to come back to do anything, because I love Zack Snyder and I think his DC universe is my DC universe, like I love it. If he were to end with this project and just walk away and go on to do other things, I would not be mad at him one bit.
Understandable. Have a great day.
Because it was a great closure for not only that, but overall he did this project for Autumn, and I think was like the most touching part of the whole film right there.
Did you guys notice? I know that the producer didn't when he and I watched it, but did you notice that after like the line when Barry and Bruce are in the car, Barry says, "So what's your superpower again?" He says, "I'm rich," and they drive off in the Mercedes. How it says they pass by a billboard and it says, "You are not alone. Go to afsp.org."
Oh.
The American Federation of Suicide Prevention. Oh, that gutted me.
What was cool for this too, if you watch the red carpet, he said that a lot of people who were raising like money and all that to promote Snyder Cut, they were like the biggest donators to that organization.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
For this project.
That like, killed me.
So something I noticed too, and something that's just like, I don't know, something that it tore my heart out, especially at the end. So watching this movie. When I saw the For Autumn and then I thought about, everything Zack Snyder went through and stuff like that, I started thinking, and again, I just finished watching the movie maybe like 20 minutes or 30 before we started this podcast. But I started thinking that Flash monologue he has when he's running, I started to think, what if that was just, that
was Zack?
Yeah, that was Zack. I'm just like, my God, my heart.
Yeah. Create your own future, create your own past.
Oh my God, I was telling Joe.
I bet even as a parent, that probably hit you even harder too.
Yeah, I started tearing up. I was like, oh, this hit different.
So what hit harder, that or seeing Pedro Pascal with his son in Wonder Woman 1984?
Oh damn, I don't know. It hit pretty hard.
But I still, I can't get off this question of what does this movie mean to DC?
So, yeah.
What is it?
The way I can see it right now, it's looking like it's just going to be an alternate timeline. It's not going to be canon.
So if this is an alternate timeline, that means
unless they come out in the next couple of weeks and say with all the success it's done, they're going to make this canon. As disappointed as I am to say it, I think this is just going to be a what if.
It was just the film.
What could have been.
This was Zack Snyder's film. No, I'm completely with Josue had brought it up, and I think now this will be in two parts. The two reasons why I think this could never be like this like is the new trajectory. Mira, her background where she has no parents and she's got a terrible British accent. Volko and Aquaman are like not on speaking terms, and he didn't even have his trident until then. That version of Aquaman is not the same as James Wan's version of Aquaman. So
that's where I'm struggling right now, and that's why I was like, if they had these movies of the superheroes before the Justice League, I feel like there wouldn't be this I don't know, this disconnect or questioning.
Well, that was the original plan too for DC. If you watched it back in the day, the plan was Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League, which was going to set up the overall kind of arc as to what they're going to be fighting for.
Okay.
And then it was going to be
Aquaman,
Cyborg was going to get his own film.
Right.
And then they were gonna do a Flash film, and then a Justice League 2, and then they were gonna finish that arc off with the Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
So Zaragoza, you said earlier, I wrote it down, and you were talking about the Joss Whedon. That timing was wrong for that one. Yes. Do you think now for this Zack Snyder movie that timing was wrong, or should they have waited for other movies like Flash, or because I know they did well with Cyborg. I'm still stuck on. They did not do well with Flash's storyline, and it's a different Aquaman to me. I mean, it's a different Aquaman. And that's where I'm like, is this timing wrong now? Like to release this movie here, now we have this different. Aquaman was a completely different guy in his own movie. And the Joss Whedon one, he was more like a psychotic, like energy booster kind of guy. Where, how I see it in Zack Snyder's, whereas he does not want to be part of anything. Like he's like I don't want to be king. It's kind of like the Lion King a little bit to me, where he doesn't want to be part of anything of his family.
But it's kind of like that in Justice League.
Yeah. I think it made
Justice League.
In the Justice League, I don't know. I gotta rewatch that one again. But to me, it was more like he was like an adrenaline junkie.
He was more hot-headed.
Yes. That's what it seemed like to me.
So in Justice League, where he's like a bat, I dig it, and also like my man, woo! And then he's like,
or like, especially when Superman gets resurrected, he's like, he's not coming down. He's not coming down.
Hey, so that scene, the my man, woohoo, is it different in the original one?
Yeah, because in the first, this is the original. In the Justice League,
in the Justice League,
Cyborg goes, right ain't over, buddy, and he goes, my man. Woo!
I actually like that line better.
Right ain't over instead of you're welcome.
Yeah,
I like you're welcome.
I like the right ain't over yet because
it seems more toned down. Because I remember watching that and I hated it. Remember, I told you I was like, it doesn't sound like a king, and I know right now he's not a king, but he should still carry himself a certain type of way.
Exactly.
And to hear my man, but seeing it again in Zack Snyder's, I was like, okay, I can get that. He's pumped because of the adrenaline of the fight. I get that.
Okay. So you're saying that, but then which Aquaman do we follow now? Which Aquaman are we going to consider as
DC has already
the
said
Jason Momoa Aquaman?
DC has already said that Justice League right now is their canon.
Yeah.
They're not gonna unless this movie blows up, which this is the theory that's going on, is that Joe Manganiello thinks that if this blows up, they're gonna make this version canon. They're gonna go through with his.
Well, wasn't Joss Whedon already canceled? So can't you use that as like an excuse?
You can, but
he's not on any future
canceled.
ones.
I mean, it doesn't mean it's film whatever how it is. I mean, but Joe Manganiello thinks that there's Deathstroke with Batman movies going to happen. He thinks that
that I want to talk
all about. these projects that were set up. Justice League 2 will happen. I really am on that faith board that all this will happen, because after watching this film, I was like, I need a movie with Batman, Joker, and Deathstroke, especially Deathstroke.
And you know what? Talking about if this happens, I honestly hope it does. I understand, like you said, if it happens, that's great, and if Zack Snyder wants to come back, that's amazing. But if not, it's fine. He already sacrificed so much for this to come out.
I'm just saying, all the cool people always have mohawks. Deathstroke was one of them. I was one of them.
How do you think the money's going right now? HBO is getting some from this movie? Is Warner Brothers getting some off of this movie? What do you think the percentage?
Warner Brothers owns HBO Max.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
So Warner Brothers is living lavishly off of it
by viewership. So however many viewers they get, and they look at subscribers and whatnot, that's how they make their money.
Yeah.
Well, producer had already an idea that the money's already accounted for. This is just going to now see what the longevity is from. These are probably the same people who have already been here since Wonder Woman 1984. How long are they going to stay after this film? Are they going to stay subscribed?
Suicide Squad's still going to come out.
That's true. There is that.
But that's also going to be in theater, though.
I know, but if people have the option to watch it,
that's true. If people have the option
on HBO Max, there's going to probably be more people watching it than. But then
how much would it be to watch it at HBO Max than having to compared to watching it in the movie theaters?
Well, they don't charge extra like Disney does.
Don't they charge $20? Don't they charge $20 for the
movie they've done thus far? They haven't charged.
Yeah, they won't. They won't charge any extra for all these.
Don't they charge $20 for
because I know they have a list.
Oh, past this year?
Yeah, past year.
Oh, past this year they might. But I'm talking about this year.
Yeah, for this year,
right?
They ain't gonna charge anything this year.
So they're all free. Okay.
If past this year, if they start putting more of the DC movies on HBO and in theaters, but they put a paywall on HBO, are people gonna move back to the theaters?
Probably. So
I think by the time next year comes around, the theaters will be open at full capacity and we'll be back to normal.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So host. Oh wait, Tim, you want to say something?
Well, I was just like, can we get into the little nitty gritty of like the picking out of why certain things I don't like about the movie?
Tim just
and
wants to fight. Tim just wants.
no, I don't want to fight. No,
I mean, I had something to fight about right now.
Then pull it up.
Yeah, let's move to things we don't like. Let's do some cons.
So Josue, I agree with you in part, and I dissent in other. So you bring up how with like Snyder, like keep him on board, keep doing films. My thing is and I know, Tony, this is why this is gonna be a debate because you're gonna hate what I'm about to say. The difference between Snyder and Feige. Feige has had this vision since 2008. He's had this vision of what the MCU is. And that's really what his role is as this producing, making sure all the stories are on board, that they're connecting, that they're making sense with one another. Like he's jumping around, he's going to Australia. He's also making sure that that Shang-Chi is doing well, the Thor 4 is doing well, the Eternals is all right.
Eternals is done.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like finishing touches. He doesn't have a specific style attached to him, right? So he allows the directors a little bit more creative freedom. Zack Snyder has a very specific style, his slow-mos, his color palette, and that's really what this Snyderverse has become. And I don't think the Snyderverse would be such a good idea for these characters because I think they might get stagnant. And how can Zack Snyder create all these different films at the same time without us getting something kind of like JW, where it's
you got to look at it like this too.
But it's also like, I'm sorry. Yeah, go for it.
He has been a producer on every film that they've done thus far.
Right.
On top of that, he's not really.
He's approved a bunch of garbage too. So
Tim, I swear to God.
Oh, he's got a popcorn. He's got my popcorn.
But what
your stale popcorn and just you quiet there, okay, buddy?
Is that Zack Snyder can also just work with them as well, because we've seen on Marvel's perspective, Taika Waititi and Ryan Coogler work well together. Taika Waititi and Jon Favreau, Ryan. They've all worked together as well. So I don't see why James Wan, Snyder,
but whoever
directed Wonder Woman.
Add to that, Patty Jenkins did her own thing with Wonder Woman.
Patty Jenkins, there you go.
Only he produced it, but he didn't have anything to really. It was a story that they had to set. And he's not the one that's actually making the story. It's the higher ups at DC. He's just the one bringing it to life.
I just feel like it, and this is where
right. Tim, why did it bring that to life?
Yeah. You feel free to jump in, Tim, on the fact that
Wonder Woman 84. Why would he bring that to
Wonder
life?
Woman 84 is not the same Wonder Woman in this movie. Oh my!
Produced that though or not? I think he was gone by then.
She is bloody in this movie. She is killing people left and right.
And you know what? She wasn't like Thor, man. She went for the head.
She did.
The dark side.
But they need to work on dialogue. They need to.
All right, go ahead.
You know what they need to work on? They need to work on Wonder Woman. And this is. I'll just say this because I want to hear what Tim has to say. But Wonder Woman, what the hell is up with the? Any moment she's on screen.
I saw a meme. It was like nobody, absolutely nobody. Zack Snyder's Justice League every time Wonder Woman comes on screen. I'll be honest, they overdid it.
Sick and tired of it.
I liked it at the beginning. I thought it was kind of cool. Then it just kind of got old.
It just kept happening
fast.
There's only one quote, and I wrote it down, but I remember it too. That she said when she's fighting Steppenwolf. And it was so cringy how she said it. But it's every superhero movie is like this. I belong to no one. How she said that to Steppenwolf was...
I loved it.
Was like how when you say, and I'm Mantis. That's how I saw it. It was that I belong to no one. I'm like, shoot.
I liked it. It seemed like
I get why they put that in there. I get it. It's woman empowerment. Yes.
She belongs to me. I belong to no one.
There's a way. I feel like there's ways that you can say certain dialogue that doesn't sound like.
So for those wondering what the Mantis thing Mr. is referring to, in Endgame, there is the infamous scene where Spider-Man says to Captain Marvel, "I don't know how you're gonna get through all of them," and then the other women heroes go, "Don't worry, she's got help," and then Mantis just shows up there. So you have Okoye, you have the Wasp, you have Gamora, Nebula, Captain Marvel, all badass women who know how to handle a weapon.
Yeah, don't forget Pepper.
Oh, and Pepper's there too. Pepper's there with her.
Do not forget that
blasters.
Mantis was the one that put Thanos down in a sleep.
Yes. So what's she gonna do?
Well, she also didn't say I'm Mantis, but it reminded me of that
takes
part.
a lot out of her though, man. Like she couldn't hold it for so long. Like
So
that.
what the hell is she doing there?
That's badass though, dude. Like, let me see you put Thanos to sleep, Thomas.
I'll be like this. Hey, Thanos.
And he'll just be like,
it'll work apparently.
And then with me, the Flash. Okay, they're doing the quirky, like I don't have any friends kind of thing. I get it.
You need to rewatch Joss Whedon.
That's their Spider-Man.
Okay, there we go. Tom Holland is nothing like that though. Spider-Man, he is not like to the point where you're like, okay, it's a little much now. You can shut up now.
Like that's what do though. You can't compare Marvel.
I'm not comparing, but he said Spider-Man. He would say Spider-Man, and I was like, okay, Spider-Man does the quirkiness well.
I don't think the Flash is bad. I love his quirkiness.
I preferred his quirkiness in this movie than
it was
the last
way
movie.
better than
I think they needed
Pet Cemetery.
They try to make him too funny in Whedon's cut. And this one, he actually had purpose and whatnot. You know, like he was actually.
I think they need to work like dialogue. There needs to be a work on.
Yeah.
Like you want to know what I was confused about in Joss Whedon's version was I thought Barry Allen was a forensic scientist, and this one they explained, I'm going
He's not there yet.
I'm going to Central City University to become a forensic scientist. Like they didn't explain that at all in Whedon's cut. And in this one, they made it like a firm thing as to why he's becoming
his purpose,
what he's doing, because he wants to do it for his dad. He wants to get his dad out of jail.
That's
and
what this movie.
I really like that story arc.
That's what this movie did better than the Justice League was the fact that you got everyone's MO. Cyborg. You saw how you know when he was able to it was like a philosophical question when he's seeing the waitress and
that was one of the best scenes in the film. Dude. I was like, oh my
because
God.
you feel like everyone would be in that situation.
But that goes back to that also goes back to him when his mom was saying that he's just a nice person like that.
Yes.
Like, I mean, he is a genius, and I do believe he probably did hack because he is a genius. He can do
absolutely.
stuff like that.
But like that was amazing. I think that was some of the best representation of motherhood in a superhero movie.
Yeah. I mean, it also really explained why. Like we were just kind of throwing as to his dad made him to cyborg. He doesn't like him. No, this explained. His dad never showed up to football games. His dad never supported him in school. Like his dad was just not around in the picture, but his mom was doing like the same exact work and actually could make it to these events. And she tried to actually be a parent.
No, and I think, go ahead.
It really set up a touching story arc for Cyborg where I feel like he was the heart of the film.
Yeah, that I agree. Cyborg for some reason really reminded me of the Cyborg in Injustice. Like the acting and stuff like that. And I was like, when I saw him and how he was talking, I was like, oh wow, this is like they're taking this straight out of
like when he learns how to fly. Like, in the Joss Whedon version, all we saw was, I just learned that. It's like it's not that easy. Like you gotta go outside and then you see him go in his mind and he's looking through the internet. Like it was really cool.
But no, I'm there with you guys. Well, okay. I'll let Josue review. Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, your Wonder Woman stuff, Josue.
No.
Oh, you said it already.
I think I'm gonna get some beef.
He was laughing when I was talking about.
What are you gonna get some beef from?
I didn't like Cyborg in this movie.
Oh,
I don't think he's the heart of this movie at all.
Wow.
I found, and furthermore, I found some of his scenes kind of laughable.
Really?
And I know you're probably gonna hate me, but when Silas dies, the way he reacts to that, I was like, okay. Like honestly, I feel he's missing a wig with bangs across his face and like a My Chemical Romance t-shirt, because he's just like this like angsty like
That's always Cyborg. Cyborg's always been.
But to me, Josue, Cyborg was it. He did not have time to react to it because the end of the world was near. And he was robot too. So maybe how much of emotion is allowed in Cyborg?
Okay, but how about a little less staying inside of an apartment with your jacket and sweats on, and a little more going outside and doing some work?
Do you ever think that he didn't like the way he looked as a person
Hey,
compared
we
to
all
what
don't
he
like
used
the
to
way
be?
we look. Thomas fixed it.
But listen, you're not a freaking robot where people are gonna constantly stare at you when you walk 5 feet down the freaking block. Like if you noticed, even when he gave the person money, he was walking and everyone was staring at him, and he didn't like that.
And again, it took time for him to gain that confidence.
Yeah,
I mean,
it wasn't until the end of the film.
Here, I'll put it right here. I'll put it right here. You're a burn victim, Josue. Are you think you're gonna want to go out to the public like that, just like that? To me, if I get badly burnt, I don't think I'd have the confidence, and I'm being honest. Like, I don't think I'd have the confidence to be able to go out to the public and be like, no one's gonna make fun of me or stuff like that. That's what it was probably going through his head. It was he had no confidence. His whole body was gone.
In fairness, he didn't know how he knew how to fly yet either.
Well, he didn't know how to fly, but like the fact that like he lost most of his body, and he did not. He lost his mom,
his support system.
His dad brought him back to life, where it probably was not easy to come back to life, as in like going through that, using the mother box to bring you back. Probably was not easy. And I don't know. I think
I'm just saying. I think it was a big journey. It was a big journey for him to finally to team up with the Justice League to finally be comfortable to realize who he is.
That was the story arc right there, was his confidence.
That was kind of a message of its own. Like to anyone out there, if you're feeling like you're nobody and you don't feel like you belong in the world and you kind of keep yourself isolated, don't feel that way. You are someone. You are something. You do matter. Go out and shine to the world.
Because after that, he took the sweater off. The sweater wasn't there anymore. True. He's a naked boy now.
I feel like there was a lot of
true though, because at the end he's wearing sweats and a jacket, and
then he takes it off.
Cemetery, and then just leaves it there.
He takes it off.
He doesn't even care about the groundskeeper. The groundskeeper has to go and clean that up.
Oh shit!
I'm a custodian, so
now he's a bad boy, huh? He doesn't care for no one. He's gone a little too far where he's like he'll leave his trash on the floor.
I mean, we never saw him fly away, so he could pick it up and then leave.
I don't know if you guys realize he unzips his hoodie. He still has his sweats on as he gets ready to fly away, but when he takes off, his sweats are off to the side. I'm just like,
so it's continuity error.
So
you're gonna dig him on a continuity error.
Can we talk about the sewer scene? And I want to hear you guys' spot on the sewer scene. The first time they fight, yes, Steppenwolf under when they go down to the toxic tank.
That was 50 times better.
Okay, so I have some questions on that.
My question was,
and I wrote it. All right. The water breaks, right? And they see Aquaman, right?
Yes.
And they spend a fat minute staring at the water instead of going, "Oh shit, we need to run to the ship," right?
That's true. Yeah.
Why did they do that?
Because maybe
next part. Okay. Flash. He gets
Broken
injured,
ankle.
right? He gets injured, and he can heal, right? Because we see he heals at the end.
Yeah.
End of the movie of a terrible cut or whatever, or shot by an alien gun, right?
He's shot in the hammy.
And
he pulled the hammy.
Why is he? Is it a broken ankle? Is that what it is?
Yes.
I think he rolled
sprained ankle. So
he trips and is like.
But does he say, I have a broken leg? We don't know if it's a broken ankle or sprained.
No, I think he just rolled
So here's the thing.
My leg. It is broken.
How he's able to heal. We see how he's able to heal at the end of the movie. It's pretty quick, right?
Okay,
and
but look at the scenarios between that scene and the end of the movie. The end of the movie, life as we knew it was going out, so he had to
that's why he was like, "Come on, Barry, come on, got to break the rule, got to do it now."
So here with water coming at you and gonna drown you is not enough
compared to the whole world getting destroyed. And you're the only person that can save the world.
Now, my next one.
Oh, he's not done. Jesus.
Why the fuck are they all going?
Back broken, Tim.
Why the hell are they all going into the Batman thing where Aquaman can fly? The Flash, I mean, we use the grappling hook.
Aquaman know how to fly.
Not Aquaman. I'm sorry. Wonder Woman. So sorry. Wonder Woman can fly. Cyborg can fly. Batman has this grappling hook that he can get up, and Flash can run fast. Why is it all like, let's get into this thing? Why does it matter? Why not get the hell out of there?
Tim, you want to talk about like that being stupid? How come at the end of the movie Superman is helping Batman climb up to the top of that thing?
So I feel like they
just fly him up there.
So I feel like that was like a little nod. Maybe that was a little nod to it because I was thinking
like it's not even related to the plot. Like,
but then I was telling Missy, I was like, maybe they don't do that because maybe Batman will be left behind or something.
There's no point of me even arguing that because that's like that has nothing to do with the overall.
It was because Superman was like, "Oh, did your grappling hook not get you all the way up?"
But that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe that's why they all got into Batman's ship at that part is because they knew Batman couldn't get out or something. I don't know.
In that Gotham Harbor scene, why was Aquaman just waiting outside of it?
Oh, he was in the water, no?
Well, that right, but like he wasn't making an attempt to go in. It wasn't until Darkseid lets the missile go, and then he's like,
he just showed up. He showed up late, so he was like,
he was late to the party, bro.
Swimming by and just gets sucked in. He's like, oh.
I don't know that scene. I was just like, oh, and then my last scene, the Wonder Woman scene.
Let's be the final.
In England, it's in England, okay? The 13-second time bomb. Now, this is a movie. This is just an entire like movie struggle with time. Movies struggle with controlling time. It's a 13-second bomb.
No, not Dark Knight.
Nope. Oh, does Dark Knight does it well?
The bomb was a minute long. What are you talking about?
It was not a minute long when Wonder Woman shows up. Someone pull up the scene. When you look at it, it's 13 seconds when she's taking out everyone. 13 seconds, right? Go to the scene. It says 13 seconds. Are you talking
about the timer overall or the scene when she busts in?
The scene where she's busting in and where she's fighting all those people. It is much more than 13 seconds.
Okay, but think about it. When she's saving people, we're seeing things in slow motion, and she could be going faster.
It is not slow motion, though. Pull up that.
Did you see how fast she moved him? She moved hella quick.
Right, so she's moving quick. But if you are look at the but look at the movie time at the same time as the 13 seconds going. I went like this.
Like I said, she's going quick, and a lot of that scene we see it in slow motion.
Right, and she's going.
She's going movie time.
Yeah, you can't because then that would go for every movie with a bomb.
If that were the case, we would have had to wait 5 years of blank screen in Endgame and Infinity War.
No, that's not the 5 seconds. No, a bomb time is not the same as a overall.
And if you're gonna call, if you're gonna call this movie out, then you gotta call every movie that goes to the very last second.
Did you not hear what I said? Did you not say? Did you not hear what I said? I said this is a movie problem in general. But I feel like because it was 13 seconds, and then by the time she grabbed the bomb, what did it say on there? 7 seconds or 3 seconds left or something?
I haven't looked yet.
I think it said 7 seconds. So that was 5 seconds.
Fast.
No, it wasn't. I
will support Tim in saying that Dark Knight Rises, when the bomb is like it has 1 hour left, that's literally the 1 hour
of the movie. There's 1 hour that goes with it
of the movie. That like it
here was 13 seconds. It came out to a minute scene.
Do that on
exactly. So like I'm there with Tim. Like yes, it needs to be. If Nolan can do it, then any director should be.
Yeah, but any director is not gonna think like Nolan does. Nolan like is.
But don't make a 13 second scene. Make a 13 second scene 13 seconds and not a minute long. Make it go and you're like, what the heck? And then she throws it out of there. That's 13 seconds.
Tim, you're getting mad at. I thought you were gonna be getting mad at plot details. You're getting mad at little shit that doesn't matter.
That what? People's lives on the line? That matters. 13 seconds.
But you're getting mad from the freaking 1 minute scene that went from 13 seconds on the bomb to 7 seconds. Even though in the end of the scene she throws it out and saves everyone.
Why don't you? Yeah, she saves everyone, but killing everyone.
Did she kill everyone in that scene? I know. I think she knocked everyone out.
The bad guys. who deserve to die for trying to kill the entire.
Oh, they're bleeding. Yeah.
City.
If you want to talk about plot, Tony, why does it just suddenly jump from the end of Justice League to nightmare mode?
Because he had
that.
dream.
Well, because
that threw
It was all a dream.
so hard. I was like,
think,
okay, the
you know
movie's
why?
over.
I was reading about that because in the future Justice League films, they wanted to do a whole movie established in that universe.
Wow.
And so they're trying to set up. They were trying to set up as much of the nightmare world as they can to try to see. Oh, basically, it was Bruce Wayne's way of saying, we finished one thing, but there's still something bigger that's going to happen. And if we don't get to that bigger thing, which is the anti-life equation.
Yeah, that's what Dark.
If we don't stop that, this universe is going to happen. So basically, he's not having nightmares. He's having
premonitions.
From the future to see what his future is going to be like.
Okay, so
point that Joe was saying. So does that mean Batman has powers? He can see into the future. Is he
no, because I feel like it in a way. I think it was. I think it's
there goes
Flash warning him.
There goes. You're saying
it's the tea that Alfred's always making. He puts like a little bit of LSD.
Zaragoza, you're saying that the anti-life equation that's the storyline they're going for, but that was going based off of Zack Snyder's film, which we still don't know if that's going to be the film that they're going to go off of.
Well, we're talking about Zack Snyder's film. That's so.
But if the DCEU is going, which route are they going?
Can I say what I'm going to say? He brought up the nightmare thing, and he said, "Why did that?" If he's talking about the plot, why did that scene happen? I was explaining because of the antimatter equation.
Yes,
right, and that's what. And then you said, and then DC's planning on
not in Joss Whedon's film. In this film, the reason why.
But you said DC's planning on doing that. That's what you said.
Can I finish?
Yes, finish. But you have to remember, you said DC's planning on doing that.
DC was planning on doing that.
So they're not anymore.
Because this is not, apparently to them, this is not canon.
No.
But with this, the reason I was answering Josue's question, because they went to that nightmare world with the anti-life equation, that was going to be that was what Justice League 2 was going to be all about, was fighting Darkseid and trying to stop him from getting the anti-life equation.
So what's the Joss Whedon nightmare world going off of that? Wasn't there in that commercial?
Batman versus Superman.
Oh, Batman versus Superman.
That nightmare world, it seems, for me at least, because I know the parademons are there, but it doesn't seem to me like it has to do with the anti-life equation, because they're just talking about how Lois Lane got bullied and then Superman got all butthurt about it.
Well, and remember, Cyborg sees it too.
Right. So it seems like that's not a part of the anti-life equation thing, unless the anti-life
Darkseid's tricking him.
Hold on. Do you know
snipe Lois Lane? So that's where I'm confused. Is that it seems that this is another movie about Superman losing Lois, going crazy, and trying to take over. Very injustice-y.
Well, okay, hold on. In a comic book, when Darkseid was going after the anti-life equation, something like that happens to Superman, where he does lose Lois Lane and he joins Darkseid. So that's why that storyline is there. So the anti-life equation is essentially an equation that only so many people know, that basically will turn the entire world into puppets. Basically, Darkseid will have control of everyone in the Earth. Mm-hmm. And that is the original one. Now with the New 52, the anti-life equation was used to bring back the old gods.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what storyline they would go after. Me personally, I think it would make sense if they used the one where he kind of controls everyone. Because that's what for me the nightmare world looks like. You're either on one side fighting as a resistance, or you're either on Superman and Darkseid's side fighting as a slave, or you became a parademon, because they have ways to make. We saw that in this film, how they created.
Did we see it in this one? Because I remember seeing in the Justice League. I don't remember seeing it.
They showed it in the fight with Darkseid. They showed one of the people falling and then becoming a parademon.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
I remember that.
That was in the scene when Wonder Woman.
I remember it, Tony, in the Justice League version. I don't remember it in this version.
I remember it in this version.
Okay.
Dude,
okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Kudos to the fact that they didn't do that stupid thing that I remember walking out of Justice League and I was so butthurt about it. Was the scene where the Flash puts those two kids in the back of a truck and then
I hated
pushes
that.
them at supersonic speed, and those kids aren't dead by the time they get there. He's like, hold on.
And
those kids
you
at
see,
the end should just be like,
and then you see Superman like carrying the house, and he's like, oh my
It's
god,
a building. It wasn't a house. It was a fucking building.
He's like, oh my god. And then Barry, why don't we go running? Yeah, I hate
Although
it.
that post-credit scene was cool because it was a nod to another comic.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, y'all want to talk? Y'all want to talk Falcon Winter Soldier?
It's too late.
Oh, that's late, dude. We can just do
We're
a
gonna have to do
two-parter
two
next
next
week,
week.
huh?
We're gonna have
Let's
to
just yeah. You know what? Just quick
We didn't even
over.
talk about Joker and that whole nightmare
Quick
scene.
overall
or
thoughts of
Deathstroke
Falcon and
or
Winter Soldier.
Lex
so
Luthor.
far.
okay,
So
okay,
far.
okay, quick overall, one sentence.
Yes, one sentence.
Me first.
Yes.
Yes, you said one sentence, so I was expecting one sentence from you.
Overall, I'm excited about the plot.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
Overall, I need more episodes to make a decision of what I think.
I mean,
Tony, go for it.
I've heard a lot of people talk about, obviously they weren't impressed because there was no action. But seriously, this, you gotta remember, it's 6 episodes long, an hour each. This was literally the episode to set everything up. I think it's gonna be a fun journey.
That was more than one sentence.
Yeah,
That was a
That
paragraph.
was one long sentence.
Run on.
No, that was a break.
Great use of Sebastian Stan's story or Bucky's story. I don't understand it. The great use of Bucky's story, semicolon, Falcon being hired by the United States government, hyphen, when after the Sokovia Accords, he was already a fugitive, hyphen, is confusing, comma, but I'm looking forward to what happens in this.
I mean, come on, him fighting GSP, dude, that was great.
That was cool. I like Falcon.
Parentheses.
Falcon, seeing him fighting more was awesome.
Parentheses, the Flag Smasher leader better not be a knockoff Super Soldier Serum.
That's how he is. That's how he is, though.
They've already done that story. I'm done.
Well, it's time to do it again.
Comics for you. All they do is recycle stories later on down the line.
No.
You know how many times freaking DC's done Flashpoint? How many times they've done Civil War?
True.
Yeah,
Jessica,
done a lot.
Jessica Jones did it. And then
You know how many
the whole
times they've done the
Civil
Infinity
War was
storyline
that?
in comics? It just keeps
Actually,
coming
don't.
back.
How about the fact that superheroes don't get paid?
Well, yeah, it was Tony who was paying everybody. We all
Yeah,
know
he's
that.
like, you
No,
need
it was
this,
more
I
of
got
a. It
you.
was a more of a. He said it was a charity donation thing. That's what he said. I was like, oh,
like how
no
Spider-Man was
taxes.
like Spider-Man was like, so lately bought me a churro, so that was nice.
Because he couldn't
I would
afford
eat that churro too, dude. That's a churro, man.
So our
Especially if
superheroes
it's
on
from
unemployment.
Disneyland. Damn.
that
yeah.
too.
Superheroes are no. I guess not because he can't get the boat. So
Oh,
I don't
you're
know.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Also,
get
why
the
can't
boat.
he call Pepper to just like, hey, I need a loan?
Yo,
to,
Pepper, you in charge now. Let me get them funds, girl.
That's what I'm saying.
He's too humble for that.
Yo,
He's too
I need a
humble.
new bed, Peps. Let me get a new bed.
But yeah, I think next week we'll just do both episodes and we'll just talk about what we
All right,
liked and
that
what we
sounds
didn't.
good.
Yeah.
I told you this week was gonna be all Justice League.
Oh yeah.
It really was. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. This was a lot more Justice League, and there's still so much more we could have talked about. We didn't even deep dive into the characters themselves. We just have so much to say because this is the TLEV show where we debate and we discuss. So hopefully you enjoyed your time here. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you didn't, make sure to hit that like button. That way we can tell the difference. And thank you all so much for watching. And remember, we will see you all next Sunday. And then the following week will be a Saturday. And the following week after that will be a Saturday. And then we'll go back to our regular Sunday schedule.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Spooky Snacks, make sure to follow at the Spooky Snacks on Instagram, Nights of Horror. Make sure that they got some good stuff going on youtube.com/Nights of Horror. That way you can see the Fiend in all of his glory. Mr. E just released a pretty cool video on TLEV Horror called Build a Maze, where he was all about the Matterhorn. Make sure to go check that out. But you can find us all here every Sunday night, 5 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Oh, well, actually, 5 p.m.
No, other way
Pacific,
around.
8 p.m.
Other way
Eastern.
around.
I'm not used to this. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.